What's up, guys? We are over on World Flipper to take a look at the first of the two teams that I wanted to show you guys. I put up a post on the little community tab for what you would like to see with Karla first, and the response was to see Poison, and kind of built both teams. I've tested each one out, and there is a drastic difference in how they perform, the direct attack being much better, but I would say they're equally as fun, but the Poison team definitely underperforms versus the direct attack variant. But I'm going to do the Poison video first because that one was definitely asked for more, and then tomorrow I will be uploading the direct attack variant of Karla. So if you're looking forward to seeing those, this is your first Raid Up gaming video you have stumbled across, welcome. Smack the subscribe button. We've got plenty and plenty of World Flipper content to come, and we are going to hop into the team now. We've got Karla as the lead. I wanted to put Karla as the lead in both these teams, I did, but if we hop into this build specifically, this is a fun one. So we've got Karla and Vyron in the first column. We have Yuwel and Challua in the second column. And then we have Love and Saar in the last column. And this team is gimmicky. Would not go out of my way to build this unless you already had these units built for some reason and you're just like, I want to try it. But definitely not go out of your way to spend resources putting this together. I mean, if you have resources into Karla or Vyron or Love, or even Saar. Saar is actually pretty good. I have a water variant that I want to show you guys later in the week with him and Karla for Poison, but like dumping resources into Years Yuwel or dumping resources into Challua, unless you have like expendable stuff, I wouldn't recommend doing this. This is just because I had the expendable mats. I had the ability to just kind of throw this together for you guys. I already had invested in a lot of these units, and this is what I came up with. So it is very gimmicky. It's very fun though. So the whole idea is, obviously you have the Maltet and you have the Vyron and the Karla combo, and they're gaining attack when Pierce is going. You have the Love and the Saar. That column is going to be, you know, buffing skill damage for dark units, applying poison, dealing increased damage to opponents who are poisoned. Actually, the most fun column of this whole team is the Years Yuwel and the Challua. So what's happening here? This is a wonky build, but you have Years Yuwel, and Years Yuwel has this really interesting little effect here. While HP for this unit is below 50%, you get 20% attack to the party. That's one. And then while an attack buff is active for this unit, you're going to get 20% to attack for the party. So he can raise attack for the whole party. And that's kind of why we have Challua here. And we do want to inflict poison because this is a poison team. He does inflict poison with his skill, but the little kind of fun randomness here is Challua. And if you go down, we take a look at what she does in the unison slot. You are going to have, while attack buff is active, plus 35% attack for this unit. And then you have attack buff activates plus 7% attack for this unit to a maximum of 35%. What's so nice about this is her skill is going to increase attack for all your allies, and it increases fever gauge too, but you really don't care about that. You just want the attack buff up. You want the attack buff applied to Yuwel. Yuwel will receive the attack buff. He will then be able to give that bonus to the whole team for that 20%. And then we have, while the attack buff is active, that's going to stack damage on the Yuwel. So you're kind of boosting yourself into this little chain reaction here, and that's why we have the prismatic blades, because we want to get this skill going first so we can apply an attack buff to everybody. And in that little bit of time where we have the Yuwel and the Challua charging that little remaining bit of their skill gauge, we have the soul of the Spear of Gluttony core here, because there isn't 6 dark units on this team, so the first part doesn't apply. But when this unit is the main unit for when the battle starts, you're going to get 5 seconds pierce. It's just going to start. You don't need the 6 dark units on the team for that second ability to a trigger. That weapon core could be shifted around, but I want that core on Karla because Karla is a flexible unit in other teams, and when I run Karla, I want that core on her most of the time, so that's why it's here on this team. And then we have the 24/7 on Love to lower HP, and then try to get Yuwel closer to that 50% threshold to increase the buff when he hits that 50%. If we go back and look, you're going to get 20% attack to the party. And then we're raising skill damage, applying poison. We have Saar. Saar is going to be giving love. He has a unison ability here to plus 20% to damage for this unit dealt against foes with poison active. So the skill damage is going to go up with the 24/7 scepter and the effect of Love's skill. When Love uses her skill, you are going to increase a dark skill damage for your party, and it just kind of works. Like, it's not the greatest team, but it is a definite poison team that can work, and if you don't have the Maltet, your damage is going to significantly fall. And it's at that point where it's, like I said, it's just not worth building this, because like, this isn't going to take you through a lot of stuff. This is just a really just enjoyable, fun Karla poison build. So I want to show you guys what this team looks like while it's running. It's something I took into the Lightcrest Serpent for fun. It's not anything special, but it is a working, functional, poison-based Karla team. And the direct attack team I put together, which I'm going to show you guys tomorrow, that team hit some crazy numbers. I was hitting 300k direct attacks repeatedly, like 3 or 4 of them in a 2-second period, doing a few million direct attack hits during the boss's broken down state. So that team's going to be a lot of fun to show. This team is still fun. It is poison based. If people really want to run dark poison, this is a way to do it, but it's not, again, I don't think it's really worth the investment. You have much, much better options to put your resources into than this. This is something I just wanted to show you guys for fun and show you kind of how it's functioning. The only time you really see big damage spikes is when the Karla and the Vyron go. I mean, you're getting like a 600,000-ish skill damage from Love and Saar, but you're not really maintaining that. When Karla and Vyron go, you get a nice little spike in consistent damage. So especially when the Yuwel and the Challua go, applying that attack buff, you are going to be able to just really do the best this team can really do. Because I was trying to put this together, and the more I shifted toward all dark, the more it became a direct attack variant team and the less poison it became, and it just didn't feel right trying to do it any other way than having just a bunch of fun units to trigger these other units that are not so great, like Years Yuwel and things like that. But I'm happy how it turned out for a Karla poison team. Yeah, getting that average 600,000 on Love when she uses her skill. It works. It's not the best, but it definitely is a poison team with Karla. And we did 16 million, and I think that was a 3-minute run, if I remember correctly, 3.5 minutes. It's not insane, crazy damage, but hey, it got us first place. I don't know how, but it did. Actually a little faster than I expected. I was expecting a 3 to 3.5 minute run. That's a 2-minute and 53-second run. Okay, so this is it for that Karla poison variant team. It is just kind of a fun, gimmicky little way to trigger poison skill damage, have some pierce going around, buffing up your attack, applying these debuffs, increasing damage to the poison inflicted enemies. It's just a fun little way to do that. So if you guys enjoyed this build, let me know down below. Let me know if you've tried any kind of poison based Karla builds. I know a lot of you guys were requesting this, so I'm very curious if you guys just went ahead and tried to build something along the lines of Karla poison. It was actually a build I did with Saar as the lead and Karla in a supporting slot. That was kind of like this water skill damage team that was much more impressive than this one. And I am going to do a video on that one later this week, but I want to do the direct attack damage team next. So I want to do that for you guys tomorrow. This is definitely the more gimmicky, fun version, where the Saar one was competing in Golem EX and didn't even struggle. It was actually doing almost top damage and doing that in a pretty average runtime. So I'm excited to show you guys that one too. Appreciate you being here watching these World Flipper team comps. If you are new here and looking forward to more World Flipper content, you can hit that sub button. Thank you again. And remember guys, if you hit that thumbs up, it will bring my rates up. Peace guys.